Hello and welcome back to the Women's Football Chat. This weekend, the final weekend of the WSL season. 21 matches played and it all comes down to this. It looks like it will come down to goal difference. Manchester City and Chelsea level on 52 points. One incredible season, Harry. How have we ended up here?
I mean, it's incredible yet harsh, isn't it? It's been phenomenal to see two sides so near perfection almost in this WSL campaign, but it's equally so harsh that one team won't get to win the title. They both deserve it. They both have been superb all year round, but only one side can get their hands on the trophy. And I honestly can't call it. How they've always been, so close together all season. As you say, it looks like it's going to go down to goal difference of anything. I mean, unless there's something dramatic happening on the final day. But either way, it's going to take so many twists and turns. I'm very, very excited.
Yeah, I mean, how couldn't you be? I think the thing that's even more bizarre is that whoever doesn't win the title will come out of the season with no silverware.
Wow.
That, for me, is ridiculous. But, of course, Arsenal, the Conti Cup winners, Manchester United won the FA Cup, City weren't even in the Champions League, not even in the qualification rounds, and Chelsea obviously lost in the semi-finals. So, whichever side doesn't win the title will end up with no silverware. And, well, I think that's the harsh reality of the situation. We're going to be sat here on Saturday going, well, either Chelsea or City are going to feel really hard done by because the two of them could end up exactly level on points, and yet goals scored could make all the difference. So, yeah, when it comes down to margins like these, it makes you wish you had a game week 23 where we could go again, just those two sides.
They should.
Playing it out.
But I mean, I think you also have to, at times like this, you have to zoom out and you have to take everything, you have to factor in everything. For me, for City, if they are to lose the title, then their season has still been an improvement. Second in the league, joint on points with Chelsea, pushed them all the way, did what they could. And I still think, obviously, they'll be very, very disappointed, but they can still hold their heads high. They did so well. Flip that to Chelsea. If Chelsea don't bring the trophy home on Saturday, it is going to be very disappointing, saying that they've won 4 in a row previously. It'll be so devastating for them to go trophyless in Hayes last year. I definitely think no matter what happens on Saturday, the positives stack up for City, whereas the negatives stack up for Chelsea, unless Chelsea are to bring that trophy home.
Yeah, there is one way, by the way, we do get a final showdown, title-deciding match. If Manchester City wins 7-4 and Chelsea beat United 1-0, then we will have a title-deciding game. I don't know when they play it. I don't know how they do it.
What I'd do, if I'm Emma Hayes and Gareth Taylor, I'd Carla Ward and Michael Skinner, sit them on the roof, say, let's make this happen.
For the sake of the WSL title race, it would be phenomenal.
But I highly doubt that's going to happen.
No,
City,
I don't think so.
Their objective is to go to Villa and score as many as possible. For Chelsea, they've done the scoring. They
There's only 2 in it, though, so they've got to get a couple.
That's a good point. That's the thing you've got to look at it and go, Chelsea only win 1-0. City only have to put 4 past Villa. And yes, Villa are a good side. And, on paper, they're a decent team and they can beat anyone on their day. They've been terrible this year.
Yeah.
But,
well, exactly
either way. But it's hard. Who knows what's going to happen? Will City threw it away? City shouldn't have lost to Arsenal. And the pressure got to them. Will the pressure get to them Saturday? If there's one team that know how to get it done at this point, I've seen this, Chelsea led by 2 points last season and beat Reading. They led by 1 point the season before and beat Man United on the final day. And they were led by 2 points the year before and they won on the final day. They get it done when it matters most. And obviously this year it is a lot different though, because I've mentioned Reading there and I've mentioned United 2 years ago who weren't very good. I think that is the big worry for Chelsea. Man United are no pushovers.
No, they're not. And while they have beaten... While Chelsea are usually very good against United, United have beaten them this season. I think it's worth pointing out as well, in their last 5 meetings, City haven't scored more than 3 goals against Villa in a game, which does show you how good Villa can be.
Yeah.
And you do think there would be that added incentive. We know the relationship between Emma Hayes and Carla Ward. They are incredibly close. And I think Carla Ward leaving Villa will want to go on a high. She'll be keen for her friend in Emma Hayes to go out on a high. For me, that definitely benefits them. Whereas you look at United, and while Skinner has a personal vendetta with Hayes,
isn't it?
he hates everyone. Skinner hates Hayes. He probably hates Gareth Taylor. You've got the City United rivalry going on. There's definitely more weight to the argument that Villa would want to beat City than United would want to beat Chelsea. So For me, it's going to be really interesting to weigh up. It's all going to come down to the two sides, really. Do Chelsea want it more than City do? And if Chelsea do, they're going to turn up at United and they're going to put a few past them. They're going to confirm themselves as winners. Ultimately, it's going to be a really harsh day. It's going to be really horrible for whoever doesn't win the title because both sides have been really, really good this season. And I'm sure the final day will come with all the twists and turns and drama and chaos that we expect from a WSL final day. But do join us this weekend. It's Saturday, the 18th of May. So it's going to be really good. We'll be live from 2:30, 3 o'clock kickoffs. Very exciting stuff.
Yeah, I think the one difference for me is that, and this is a bit weird, but for City, I think it would be pure elation if they could get the title over the line on Saturday. For Chelsea, I think it would probably feel more like relief. You know, let's be like, oh, thank God we haven't gone trophyless in the final in Emma Hayes' last year. Thank God we've held on to our title. Whereas for City, we'll probably thank Emma Hayes, not God. But for Emma Hayes, you know, it's a big moment for her. She's got to get it right. Chelsea have to get it right. But as I said, if there's one team that get it right, get the business done when the pressure is on, it is Chelsea. What have City proven? They're the opposite of that. When there's pressure on them and when there's something on the line, they throw it away like they did at Arsenal. They should have won that game, then we wouldn't even be having this conversation if they'd got that result over the line because City would be champions already. However, circumstances happened. They lost that game and we now sit here with the closest WSL fight in history.
Yeah, well, exactly that. I think that's a nice way to go into our predictions then. Now, this is worth noting. We've replaced WSL predictions with this. We want to speak more specifically about the title race and to do a whole prediction show. And sorry to fans of the other clubs in the WSL. Ultimately, though, in the grand scheme of things, those games don't matter as much this weekend. The focus is on the two big occasions. So we'll start with Aston Villa versus Manchester City. How do you see it panning out? What is the scoreline there for you?
I think I know I said City might not do it when the pressure's on, but I think they will. And I'm going to go from 3-0 Man City win. So technically they would go above Chelsea on in the table on the goal difference, but obviously Chelsea still have got to play.
Yeah, I mean, you've completely saw my prediction there. Yeah, I'm going for the same. I think City, 3 goals, very attainable. As I say, in their last 5 meetings, they've not scored more than 3 against Aston Villa. It's worth noting they did beat them 7 and 8-0 in 2019, I think. So they have had that capability to do that. But Villa are a much better team now. And they'll be keen, as I say, to do it for Chelsea. I think Ward will be keen to do it for Hayes. But yeah, I'll say 3-0 in that one. In terms of goal scorer as well, City have got an abundance of goal scorers. But do you think not having Ward and Shaw definitely makes an impact?
It definitely does, but players like Fowler and Park have proven numerous times this season they can step up, and I think they'll get the job done. City, and that's the way I think this is what Gareth will do well. City will go into that game knowing they can only do what they can do on that pitch, and they'll do their job, and they'll just have to hope that the red side of Manchester can do theirs.
Yeah, I mean, you say they both stepped up, and I agree, they've been very good. But ultimately, I think the biggest test of them under pressure was in the Arsenal game, and I don't think either of them had particularly good games. So that does indicate City might crack here, because they haven't got those players like Shaw or Ward who might just transform the game in a moment. I don't think Kelly's that kind of player. Hemp, I would argue, is probably their greatest chance of that. You look at Chelsea in that United game, and for me, you've got people like Lauren James, Guro Wright, and they can take the game by the scruff of the neck. And I know Lauren James hasn't been fantastic recently, but she's still, for me, one of the best players in the WSL.
Yeah, I just think City, yes, they didn't turn up in that Arsenal game, but Arsenal were a very, very good side. United are going to cause Chelsea problems. City will have for me, they'll have no problems against Aston Villa. Once they get the first goal, which they'll get pretty quickly, if you ask me, they will be fine. They'll get the goals they need and they'll do their job. Chelsea are going to find it tough against United. They really are.
Well, they might not.
That being said, I think they'll do it.
Yeah.
I'm going to go 2-1 Chelsea. But it's going to be, I think Chelsea will take the lead early on through Aggie Beaver-Jones. It will look like the title's destined to go to Chelsea. City will go with 3-0 up in the 50th minute. It will still be 1-0 Chelsea. Chelsea will look like they've got the title wrapped up. United will then equalise through Ella Toon, and it's going to be a really stupid goal for Chelsea to concede. And then suddenly it's going to switch, and City will then go top of the league, and then I'm going to go Guro Wrighton,
Oh.
with 8 minutes to play, will score to win Chelsea the title.
Fair enough. Big fan of it. I will say 3-0 Chelsea.
Fair enough.
Much more comfortable, much more relaxing victory. Obviously, there'll still be the fear, but I think Chelsea will win it by 2-goal difference in the end, the title, and it will be going blue once more. Goals will come from Nuskin, James, and I will say Ashley Lawrence as well. And an incredible moment for Chelsea. A title that looked to be out of their grasp when they lost to Liverpool, given back to them in a sense by Arsenal's victory over City. And I think Chelsea will seize it now. I think they will.
It's hard because it's
difficult to predict. Very difficult to predict.
Even from a Chelsea point of view, I feel even if Chelsea do win, as I said, it's that feeling about relief, and I will feel very sorry for Manchester City because we've never seen a side like City push Chelsea all the way. You know, we've said yes, United were within reach of Chelsea, but were they going to win the title last year? Not really. And we've seen it before where there's been a few points.
Not sure that's exactly true. United were very good last season.
Yeah, I know, but we've never had it this close. And I think we've never seen a City side, we've never seen a team this as good as this City side be able to take on Chelsea. And you have to take a hat off to them and Gareth Taylor. But even if they lose on Saturday, what they need to, they've made a massive improvement on last season. Hopefully they'll get into the Champions League once they qualify for the qualifiers. And with Emma Hayes leaving, Gareth Taylor will swear to himself that he has to win that league title next season.
I don't think there's anything. I don't think a single football league has ever been this tight before. I can't think of any examples off the top of my head. The best I can think of is in Formula 1 in the 2021 season, where Verstappen and Hamilton were level going into the final round of the season. And obviously the drama that unfolded there, maybe we'll have similar.
Controversial happen.
Yeah, we don't want VAR decisions. We don't want penalties and stuff like that.
Doesn't happen. I just hope both refs had a good game. Nothing controversial. Because if I see this title decided,
because Zellum's making saves again in the bottom,
or City draw, but Hemp was clean through on goal and that ref gave nothing. I want it to be. It's going to be harsh no matter what it is, but I want it to be fair. So that's the one thing I want to take from this weekend.
Yeah, I agree. We don't want to see refereeing decisions and blunders be the reason that somebody wins a title. I think that will feel very dirty in a sense. We don't want to see that in the game, and this weekend matters so much. So yeah, I'm very excited. I'm sure you guys are at home as well. As I say, we'll be live from 2:30 on Saturday. The stream page will be up by the time this goes out, I imagine. So make sure to go and give that a click. I'm very excited for it. He's very excited for it. You're all very excited for it. So join us. And this is it. Women's Super League title decider this Saturday, and then obviously the big one next weekend as well with the WSL. But what an end to the season we should be in for.
I'm nervous, and it's Thursday.
Yeah,
I don't know how I'm going to feel tomorrow, let alone Saturday morning.
Right. I'm going to wreck until we go live. Until we press start streaming, I'm not. You're going to tune into 30 minutes and I'll just go, oh God, we're starting soon. Anyway, join us there. Should be very exciting. If you want to watch our content, more of our content, then go and check out this video from in the week where we spoke about the the FA Cup final. Yes, exactly, Harry. Thank you for reminding me. Go and check that out. Of course, United winning it. We speak about why they did that, how they did that, and what it means for the club. But that's everything from us this week. Thank you guys very, very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.
See ya.